The hidden tax of structured outputs is schema evolution. Stop breaking parsers when you improve prompts. This is the setup you'll be able to run after this, which upgrades older structured output to a target version and reports changes. I'm Professor Pi, teaching AI engineering and LLM systems with simple Python. Schema drift is the silent problem that hits production when models start returning new fields or reshaping old ones. You ship a new prompt or a model tweak, and suddenly parsing code throws errors. Success here means your downstream systems keep running while you add features or fix prompts. You want clear upgrade paths, predictable failures, and cheap runtime checks, rather than a full rewrite every time the model changes. At its core, schema evolution is about agreements. You want a small, stable contract for critical fields and a safe way to add optional data. Think of a simple user record that first had ID, name, score. Later, you add tags. A robust pipeline recognizes the old shape, upgrades it in a controlled way, and logs what changed. We will build a tiny, practical toolkit. It validates a minimal contract, wraps outputs in a versioned envelope, negotiates supported versions, applies pure migrations, and emits an auditable artifact. Nothing fancy, just explicit steps you can reason about and test. Now we'll validate a tiny V1 payload. This snippet validates a tiny V1 JSON-like payload with fast type checks. The variable data holds an example LLM output with an identifier, a name, and a numeric score. The mapping rec defines the required keys and their expected Python types. The expression OKThirst ensures every required key is present using a subset test. Then confirms each value matches its type with the all function and is instance. This approach is intentionally lightweight, avoiding heavy validators for lower latency and cost. If you later add non-required fields, OK remains true as long as the required contract holds. Seeing V1 OK true confirms the payload meets the contract reliably. Next, we'll put that payload into a versioned envelope and add a safe default. This example wraps the same content in a versioned envelope and adds a non-breaking default. The variable data is reused. Then V2 is created with a schema version field and a payload that copies prior fields while injecting tags. The Boolean stable checks the presence and type of tags to confirm downstream code can depend on it. By putting schema version alongside payload, you create space for future evolution without guessing. Adding tags as a defaulted list is safe for consumers that ignore unknown fields. Increasing the number of tags grows utility, but not envelope size meaningfully. The printed V2 stable equals true shows the envelope is consistent and ready for use. Now we'll decide which schema everyone should agree on. This code negotiates which schema version to use without chatty back and forth. The set producer lists versions the model side can emit, while consumer captures what downstream can parse today. The intersection common computes compatibility, and max selects the highest mutually supported version as a simple ranking policy. If common is empty, choice becomes none, signaling a hard incompatibility that should trigger a fallback or alert. Reducing the consumer set to only one would make chosen version equals 1, trading features for broader safety. The printed chosen version equals 2 confirms both sides can use the richer envelope without breaking readers. Next, we'll add a small migration function to upgrade old payloads. This snippet upgrades payloads safely using a tiny explicit migration registry. The variable data represents a V1 structure before tags existed. The dictionary migrations maps a version edge to a pure function that returns a new payload with tags injected, leaving original keys intact. Applying migrations 1 to 2 to data yields v2p, which is now compatible with the v2 envelope contract. Keeping migrations as small, pure steps makes incident-style debugging predictable and rollbacks straightforward. You can add more edges later to chain upgrades or downgrades deterministically. The printed migrated tags equals 1 proves the transformation added the expected field for downstream consumers. Finally, we'll put negotiation and migration together and create an auditable emission. This example ties it together. Choose a version, migrate if needed, and emit with an audit trail using hashlib. The data is your current payload, and migrations provides the v1 to v2 step. The set supported stands in for the negotiated result. Selecting target with max reflects a prefer latest policy. The conditional builds p as either migrated or original, depending on the target version. The hashlib.sh1 call computes a short digest from P for monitoring, deduping, and incident correlation without logging sensitive bodies. If you drop 2 from supported, emitted V becomes 1, and migration is skipped, reducing work. The printed emitted V equals 2, digest equals 3A9 as 1C2B, confirms a stable release artifact you can track. In a real project, this maps directly to model output handling. Your model emits payloads into a queue. A small validator gate rejects malformed items, and a migration step normalizes older records before your analytic or downstream code consumes them. The digest lets you trace which normalized artifact flowed through any stage. Recap in 3 points. What it is: a lightweight, versioned contract with explicit migrations. When to use it: whenever structured model outputs feed production systems, you cannot afford to break. One caveat: prefer small, well-tested migrations. Complex rewrites still need broader testing and can require coordinated deploys. Next step: scale and evaluate this pipeline by running it on a larger stream of outputs. Add timing and accuracy checks, and track how often migrations run and how long they take. If short, practical AI engineering helps, subscribe and watch the AI engineering videos.